The meeting, which was chaired by Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Transport, Ways of Communication for the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, His Excellency Jean-Pierre Bemba Gombo, area started with a closed session where the ministers agreed and recommended some of the resolutions highlighted during the preliminary meetings, including the construction of the Central Corridor's offices in Tanzania. In his remarks, Minister of Transport and Public Ways for Malawi, Hara, called for a collective approach in utilizing the Central Corridor for the growth of the economies of the member states by dealing away with high trade costs on transportation. Hara said Malawi is in the drive of rehabilitating the M1 and M5 roads, which he said will enhance the regional connectivity. Hara, who took over the chairmanship of the Interstate Council of Ministers from the DRC's Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Transport, His Excellency Pierre Bemba Gombo, said Malawi is making various strides and initiatives to make trade much easier for the people of the region by, among other issues, revamp the railway transport. He also hailed the United Republic of Tanzania for its continued support to Malawi in the realization of the port of Salaam.
This is a trade facilitation corridor, but also transportation facilitation corridor. I'm saying so because once there is facilitation of transportation, trade is obviously facilitated. And that's the whole idea of these member states that come together. Most of them land-locked, rather land-linked, because they don't have access to the sea. And that is why the membership of Tanzania becomes very crucial, because it has opened up to provide a corridor which we call the Central Corridor, where all these countries can now access the sea and the rest of the world for trade through the port of Dar es Salaam. And so my assuming the chairmanship of this agency becomes very, very important for Malawi, because number one on my priority is to ensure that now we facilitate the construction of the rail between Malawi, Zambia, but also DRC. What this will do is it will basically be able to connect Malawi to the Tazara corridor through Lusaka, but as we wait to actually connect it directly through Mbeya, because that's a longer route, but when you connect to Zambia, you will get it faster and it will be more efficient for us.
For his part, the Minister of Transport for the United Republic of Tanzania, Professor Makame Mbarawa Nya, said Tanzania will continue to implement various infrastructure developments as one of facilitating trade among the Central Corridor member states. He said the government of Tanzania is doing all it can to accommodate more goods at the port of Dar es Salaam for the benefit of all the member states. In his remarks, Minister of Transport for the Republic of Zambia, Musewa Frank Tayari, said it will continue working with various countries, including Malawi, for the betterment of the countries in the issue of regional integration.
Remain resolute and committed to ensure that we are linked. As the chairman said, it is important for Malawi to be connected through Zambia to the Tazara corridor. That will benefit the peoples of Malawi.
The meeting brought together countries that rely on the port of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania due to their status of being landlocked, which include Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda, Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, Zambia, and Malawi, where they have adopted various decisions and recommendations meant to enhance regional trade among the member states.